Most people think the wealthiest people in Nashville all live in the same place. One famous zip code, one legendary street, one iconic neighborhood. But here's what nobody talks about. Nashville's ultra wealthy are not all in one spot. They're spread across 5 different worlds, and each one tells a completely different story about how wealth shows up in this city. If you're thinking about buying or selling in Nashville's luxury market, or if you're just flat out curious where the top tier of this city actually lives, you're in the right place. Because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly where Nashville's wealthiest residents call home, how much these homes cost, and most importantly, which of these neighborhoods might actually be the right fit for you. Let's get into it. Before we talk about where the wealthiest people in Nashville live, we need to talk about why they're here in the first place, because it's not an accident. Tennessee has no state income tax, zero, none. And that's not just a fun fact, that's a life-changing financial reality for high net worth individuals. According to Kiplinger, a household earning $500,000 or more could save more than $40,000 every single year by moving from a high tax state to a no income tax state like Tennessee. You run that over 20 years compounded at a normal investment rate, and you're just talking about more than $1 million that stays in your pocket instead of going to a state government. And Tennessee does not have an estate tax or an inheritance tax either, which means old money can stay old money here. While Tennessee has no estate tax, the federal estate tax exemption is currently projected to drop sharply in 2026 when the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act provisions sunset, cutting the current exemption roughly in half. For high net worth families, that makes the move to a no estate tax state like Tennessee a genuine now or never financial decision. This is not just lifestyle planning, it's generational wealth strategy. That is why you're seeing people flood in from California, New York, Illinois, New Jersey, and all the other high-tax states. According to Redfin, the biggest groups searching for Nashville homes from outside the metro area are coming from Los Angeles, Chicago, and Atlanta. In 2025 into 2026 data is showing a massive wave from Dallas and the broader Texas market too. And people who already made the move to a no income tax state, but are now trading Texas high property taxes for Tennessee's comparatively lighter burden in a city with a lot more cultural energy. These are high earners, entrepreneurs, and executives who have done the math and realized that Nashville gives them a lifestyle upgrade and a massive financial win at the same time. Add on top of that, Nashville's booming economy with major employers in healthcare, technology, logistics, and entertainment, and you have the recipe for a city where ultra luxury real estate does not just survive, it thrives. According to data from the Greater Nashville Realtors, homes priced between $6 and $15 million have become a regular feature of this market, something that was rare here even 5 to 10 years ago. So with all that wealth flowing in, where does it actually land? That's where it gets really interesting. All right, so now that we understand the why behind Nashville's luxury boom, let us get into the where. And the first neighborhood on our list is the one that most people already have on their radar. It's old school, it's prestigious, and it's absolutely earned its reputation. Belle Meade, Nashville's old money crown jewel. If you want to understand Nashville luxury at its deepest level, Belle Meade is where the story begins. Belle Meade's technically its own incorporated city, sitting right inside Nashville, about 8 miles west of downtown. It incorporated back in 1938, and it did that specifically to protect property values through strict zoning. There are no apartments. There is no commercial development. The city operates debt-free and has run budget surpluses for at least the 5 consecutive years running. And here's the insider detail that really matters for the $10 million and above buyer. The municipal tax structure in the city of Belle Meade allows for a level of debt-free governance that keeps the effective tax burden manageable while funding services like a dedicated police force that simply are not available in the broader Nashville Urban Services District. You're not just buying a home here. You're buying into a city that's run like a tight, well-funded private enterprise. The median household income in the city of Belle Meade is now nearly $280,000, making it Tennessee's wealthiest city by a landslide, and the homes reflect that. According to current April 2026 data from the Nashville MLS, the median sales price inside the city of Belle Meade itself has climbed to approximately $3.8 million, pushing hard toward that $4 million benchmark. If you look at the broader 37205 zip code, which includes surrounding Belle Meade area neighborhoods outside the incorporated city, the median pulls back to a lower number. For the incorporated city proper, the middle of the market has genuinely moved up. The floor still sits around $1.5 million, which is the entry point. And once you reach the top end, the average price per square foot across the market's running around $799 a square foot, with trophy properties and ultra luxury renovations pushing well past $850 a square foot. The most jaw-dropping active listing right now, Truxton Place, a record-setting historic estate at $23.8 million, is still on the market as of late April 2026, and it's completely reset what buyers and sellers expect from a premier Belle Meade address. That single listing is the North Star for the market. The architecture here ranges from stately Georgian and Tudor-style mansions to beautifully renovated historic estates. About 22% of the homes in Belle Meade were built before 1939, so there's real character and history baked into the bones of this neighborhood. Lots are generous, with many of the properties sitting on a full acre or more. Tree-lined streets, manicured lawns, and palpable sense of privacy set the tone throughout. And the buyers, this is where Nashville's old money culture lives. Think Atherton, California, Greenwich, Connecticut. It's a neighborhood where the social calendar matters, where membership at Belle Meade Country Club carries real weight, and where some of Nashville's most recognizable names in entertainment and business have long been synonymous with that neighborhood. That reputation's not accidental. It's the product of decades of intentional community building and strict governance protecting what makes this place special. For buyers, entry-level properties in the Belle Meade area start around $1.5 million. The price per square foot across the market's running around $799 as of spring 2026, with trophy properties and ultra-luxury renovations pushing well past $850 a foot. The core of the market runs from $3 million to $15 million and beyond. If you want the prestige, the privacy, and the most coveted historic address in all of Middle Tennessee, Belle Meade is the answer. So that is Nashville's most recognized luxury name. But the city's wealthiest residents do not all gravitate toward old money estates and country club memberships. Some of them want privacy and nature, and that's where our next two neighborhoods come into the picture. Forest Hill and Oak Hill, privacy, nature, and country music royalty. Just south of Belle Meade, tucked into the rolling, wooded landscape that leads toward Green Hills, you'll find two chartered neighborhoods that have long been home to some of Nashville's most famous residents, Forest Hills and Oak Hill. These two neighborhoods share a lot of the same DNA. Both are chartered municipalities, which means they both have their own local zoning control and governance, similar to Belle Meade. Both sit adjacent to some of Nashville's most beautiful natural assets. Both are filled with large, private, heavily wooded lots where the homes feel far removed from the city, even though downtown Nashville is only about 15 minutes away. Forest Hills is where Radnor Lake State Park lives. If you've never been to Radnor Lake, picture a 1,200-acre natural oasis right in the middle of a major American city. Hiking trails, abundant wildlife, and the kind of stillness that makes you forget you're surrounded by a metro area of 2 million people. That park is literally the backyard of Forest Hills, and that's a big reason why celebrities from the country music world have quietly made Forest Hills their home over the years. According to a 2025 luxury real estate listing, 6.75-acre estate lot in Forest Hills came to market at $3.5 million, reflecting just how premium this land has become. Oak Hill sits just 7.5 miles south of downtown and is home to the Tennessee governor's official residence. Properties here typically sit on multiple acres with mature trees, offering privacy and space that's almost impossible to find closer to the city core. The broader Oak Hill market has a median in the 1.1 to 1.4 million range. The estates we're talking about when we talk ultra wealthy, those are consistently closing between $3 and $7 million. And because inventory is so limited in this price tier, properties rarely linger when they do hit the market. For buyers who want the privacy of a country estate without actually leaving the Nashville city limits, Forest Hills and Oak Hill are the answer. These are the neighborhoods where you can park your car in the garage, walk outside, hear birds instead of traffic, and still be at a Vanderbilt medical appointment or a downtown business meeting in 15 minutes flat. All right, before we get into the next two neighborhoods, I want to take a quick step back with you. If you're just finding this channel, welcome. I'm Josh Anderson with Live Nashville TN, and what we do here is give you the real, honest, on-the-ground story of what life and real estate actually look like in Music City. No fluff, no spin, just the kind of information that actually helps people make smart decisions. I've been in this market for over 20 years. I've worked with buyers and sellers at every price point, from first-timers in Donaldson all the way up to clients who are wiring 8 figures for a home without ever setting foot in it first. And what that experience has taught me is that the ultra-wealthy in Nashville are not all making the same choice. They're spread across very different worlds, each one built around a different version of what the good life looks like here. So let us think about where we are in this story. We have covered tax reality pulling billions of dollars of wealth out of California, New York, and Texas and routing it straight to Tennessee. We've been inside of Belle Meade where the median sales price in the incorporated city has climbed to almost $4 million and a single estate sitting active on the market right now at $23.8 million. And we've walked through Forest Hills and Oak Hill, where some of Nashville's most recognizable names in business and entertainment have quietly built lives that the rest of the city never sees. The next two are where this gets genuinely surprising, because what we're about to get into does not exist anywhere else in the state of Tennessee. And one of them's drawing buyers who are comparing it not to other Nashville neighborhoods, but to places like Aspen, Malibu, and Greenwich. Before we go there, if you're watching this because a Nashville move is actually on your mind, here's something I want you to have. I put together a Nashville relocation guide that goes well beyond what any single video can cover. The neighborhoods, the best schools, the questions you need to ask before you ever make an offer. It's free. The link's in the description below, and thousands of people have already used it to make that move with a lot more confidence. Grab it now, keep watching. The best part of this video is still ahead. College Grove, the Grove and the Troubadour, where $3 million's just the starting line. If you want to talk about the newest, most dramatic expression of ultra luxury living in the Nashville area, you have to go south on 65, past Franklin, past Brentwood, and out into the rolling countryside of Williamson County. You end up in College Grove, a zip code that's become one of the most expensive in the entire South. According to recent data, the median listing price in the luxury-heavy 37046 zip code remains elevated, with the gated communities like the Grove and Troubadour pushing that benchmark north of $3 million. When you include all of College Grove across every home type, the zip code median pulls back considerably. That broader number is not the story here. The story is what happens inside those gates. Why? Two communities have completely transformed the area. The first is the Grove. This is an 1,100-acre gated resort community that opened in 2013 and features a Greg Norman signature golf course. In 2024, the Grove hosted the Live Golf Nashville tournament, bringing players like Bryson DeChambeau, Brooks Koepka, Phil Mickelson, and John Rahm right here to College Grove, Tennessee. And 2 years later, the legacy of that tournament's still working for this community. Golf lifestyle buyers from across the country now have College Grove on the map in a way they simply just didn't have before. And that visibly is translated directly into buyer demand at the Grove and its neighbors. The amenities at the Grove read like a 5-star resort brochure. A full-service spa, resort-style pools, tennis and pickleball courts, an equestrian center, fishing ponds, fine dining, and over 60 acres of walking trails. Homes in the Grove range from $2 million to over $6 million, according to Nashville's MLS. The median sale price inside the Grove rose 6% from 2024 to 2025, landing at just over $3 million. The second community is Troubadour Golf and Field Club, and this one's in a category all of its own. Troubadour is a Discovery Land Company community, which is the same brand behind some of the most exclusive private club residential developments in the entire country. The golf course here was designed by Tom Fazio. Here's the thing that makes Troubadour unlike anywhere else in Middle Tennessee. Just having the money to buy a home is not enough. Each home sale is contingent upon the buyer receiving membership approval from the club itself. And you have to be invited into the community. The numbers at Troubadour in 2026 are genuinely staggering. Active and recent sold data shows homes here are now averaging closer to $7.5 million to $8 million, with many listings sitting between $1,200 and $1,500 per square foot, compared to $554 per square foot at the Grove next door. Think about that for a second. Troubadour is running at more than double the price per square foot of its already luxury neighbor. That gap is not about finishes alone or lot size alone. It's about scarcity. It's about Discovery Land lifestyle that you simply cannot replicate anywhere else in Tennessee. And it's about the mathematical reality of the inventory. With fewer than a dozen public sales recorded in the MLS over the past year inside Troubadour, the invitation-only nature of this community is not marketing language. It's a mathematical reality of the supply. When a home does come available here, serious buyers move. And while the broader Nashville market has seen days on market hover around 60 in 2026, a meaningful shift from the frenzy of a few years ago, these blue chip Troubadour estates are still moving in roughly half that time when priced correctly. That is what real scarcity does for a market. For buyers who want a private estate lifestyle with world-class golf, curated community events, on-site live music, and the pastoral beauty of Williamson County, College Grove is the most dramatic option in the entire Nashville area. Now, not every ultra wealthy buyer wants acreage, gates, and golf courses. Some of them want to be right in the middle of the action. And Nashville has an answer for that too. Green Hills in the urban luxury corridor. Here's the thing about Nashville's wealthiest residents that surprises a lot of people from outside the city. Some of them do not want to escape to the countryside. They want to walk to a great restaurant. They want to be at a 5-minute drive from the best private schools. They want proximity to Vanderbilt University, to West End, to all the energy that makes Nashville, Nashville. And for those buyers, Green Hills is the answer. Green Hills sits about 3 to 4 miles south of downtown Nashville, and it's the most convenient, upscale neighborhood in the entire city. Now, depending on how you slice the data, the broader Green Hills market median sits closer to 1.1 million across all home types. But that number includes a significant volume of condos and HPR type properties that are attached and townhome style units that pull the neighborhood average down. For the detached single-family luxury tier that we're actually talking about here, the new construction, the larger lots, that segment runs solidly between $1.6 million and $2 million. And here's an insider detail worth knowing. A meaningful share of that new construction at the 2 million mark is structured as an HPR. That's a horizontal property regime, meaning 2 homes built on a single original lot. It's a completely legal and increasingly common structure in Nashville, but it's something a lot of out-of-state buyers do not realize until they're already under contract. So if you're buying in this tier, make sure you understand the lot configuration and what that means for your property boundaries and future resale. According to data compiled through early 2026, nearly 30% of Green Hills sales over the past year involved new construction built in 2020 or later, compared to just 11.5% in Belle Meade. That new construction share is a big deal for relocating buyers. It means you can find modern, move-in ready luxury with current finishes without inheriting a renovation project the way you sometimes do with older Belle Meade homes. The Green Hills corridor also feeds into Nashville's broader luxury cluster along West End, which includes access to Montgomery Bell Academy, Harpeth Hall, the University School of Nashville, and Innsworth, 4 of the most prestigious private schools in the entire Southeast. That school access is a non-negotiable for many luxury buyers moving from cities like New York, Chicago, or Los Angeles. The broader luxury market supports Green Hills buyers really well. According to Nashville real estate market data for 2025 and into 2026, the Nashville metro-wide median home price is up about 3.8% year over year. Green Hills benchmarks at approximately $442 per square foot, with Belle Meade's markets now running around $799 per foot and climbing. And here's an honest picture of where the market stands right now. The broader Nashville market has seen days on market hover around a 60-day average in 2026, a meaningful shift from the frenzy of a few years ago. And any agent who's not telling you that is not giving you the full story. But within the luxury corridor from Green Hills through Belle Meade, well-priced homes are still finding qualified buyers in roughly half that time. That is not a frenzy. That is durable, consistent demand from a pool of buyers that does not disappear when rates move or headlines get noisy. For the ultra wealthy buyer who wants luxury without isolation, who wants walkability paired with prestige, and who wants to be connected to the heartbeat of Music City instead of watching it from a distance, Green Hills and the West End corridor are where life makes sense. So let us bring this all together, because if you're a buyer or a seller in Nashville's luxury market, what you just heard matters a lot. Nashville's ultra wealthy do not live in one place. They live in 5 distinct worlds, each offering something different. Belle Meade offers the most prestigious address in the state, old money culture, estate-sized lots, and a median sale price inside the incorporated city that has now climbed to almost $4 million, anchored by a trophy market averaging $800 a foot and a record-setting North Star listing at $23.8 million that's still active today. Forest Hills and Oak Hill deliver unmatched privacy and nature, with chartered governance and ultra-wealthy estates consistently closing between $3 and $7 million inside the Nashville city limits. In College Grove, the Grove neighborhood and Troubadour represent the most dramatic expression of resort lifestyle luxury in Middle Tennessee, with Troubadour homes now averaging $7.5 to $8 million and a price per square foot running more than double its already luxury neighbor. And Green Hills gives the buyers the convenience, the schools, the energy, and the new construction that modern luxury buyers demand, with the urban luxury tier running solidly between $1.6 million and $2 million, and 30% of sales involving homes built in 2020 or later, all within minutes of downtown Nashville. The common thread through all 5, Tennessee's 0 state income tax, which draws high net worth individuals from high tax states and gives Nashville a financial advantage that no amount of California weather or New York prestige can easily overcome. If you're thinking about buying or selling anywhere in the Nashville luxury market, this is exactly the kind of stuff I deal with every single day. I know these neighborhoods personally. I know the streets, the school boundaries, the comps, and the off-market opportunities that never hit Zillow. I'd love to be your guide. Reach out to me directly using the contact information in the description below. Whether you are relocating from out of state or you've been in Nashville for years and you're finally ready to make a move, let us have a real conversation about what your next step looks like. If you want to keep learning about Nashville real estate, hit that subscribe button right now and check out this video next. It breaks down everything you need to know before moving to Nashville. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.